Howdy folks, it's Dr. Jeff Camarda, your wealth doctor once again with must-knows about long-term care insurance. For those with financial means, most of you watching this, accessing assistance in their homes or care in specialized facilities like assisted living or nursing homes is attainable. Conversely, individuals facing financial hardship can rely on Medicaid for support in nursing homes or for home aides. However, for the middle class, the decision, which affects many of you watching, the decision of whether to invest in long-term care insurance is complicated, wicked complicated. Unlike other types of insurance, predicting one's financial and health status decades into the future is especially challenging. Long-term care insurance serves individuals who may encounter permanent cognitive issues such as Alzheimer's or require assistance with daily activities like bathing and dressing and cooking. It covers expenses for personal aides, adult daycare, and institutional housing. Notably, Medicare does not include coverage for such long-term care costs. Medicare does not. These policies typically, long-term care policies, typically provide a fixed daily, weekly, or monthly rate, such as up to $1,400 a week for care benefits for home care aides. Prospective buyers of insurance should inquire about the covered services, payout amounts for different types of care, including nursing homes, assisted living facilities, home care services, and adult daycare. Some policies even extend coverage to family members providing care with specifics regarding eligibility and reimbursement for training. Factors to consider include whether benefits adjust for inflation and to what extent, the maximum payout limit, and whether benefits can be shared with a domestic partner or spouse. In 2023, a survey by the American Association for Long-Term Care Insurance found that a 60-year-old purchasing a $165,000 policy could expect to pay around $2,500, $2,600 annually, with rates potentially varying based on gender and inflation adjustment preferences. Many Americans underestimate the financial strain associated with providing long-term care for aging relatives, as revealed by a recent poll. They found that the lack of communication about long-term care plans, concerns about affordability and preparation among older adults, and the difficulty in finding and affording long-term care services is significant. Insurers may increase rates if payouts exceed projection, subject to approval by state regulators. And I need to emphasize a little bit, long-term care insurance rates, everyone I've looked at, and I would say this probably applies to all of them, are not capped. They will go up based on a variety of factors, mostly in what they call insurers' experience, which is how much they're paying on claims, their loss ratio, and given the aging U.S. population, we're all living longer and having more problems later in life. I expect costs to explode, which means premiums for these policies will explode. That none of them are capped. They will go up with regulatory approval, which is going to be required to keep the insurance company solvent. So it's going to get more and more expensive. The individual should inquire whether insurers plan to raise rates. Well, I can tell you they almost certainly will, and by how much. Whether to purchase long-term care insurance depends on various factors, including home ownership, savings, income, other assets. It may not be worthwhile for those with that significant assets because you can rely on Medicaid, as we discussed in another video. But for those, it would provide valuable coverage with considerations for affordability and potential premium increases over time. Hybrid policies combining life insurance and long-term care, the coverage, are gaining popularity. We think they're pretty much a pretty bad deal and discourage folks from purchasing them. While these policies offer death benefit if long-term care isn't needed, they tend to be much more expensive with potentially less comprehensive coverage compared to standalone long-term care policies. They're life insurance after all with a sidecar. To get more detail on this and other critical wealth topics, remember to like and subscribe for full access to all my short and extended wealth education classes. For the entire catalog of my free wealth materials, visit Camarda.com. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, this is Dr. Jeff Camarda.